Hey guys, PIEGUYRULZ here, and after the Season 9 video got me a little bit thinking about SpongeBob and awards, I decided to actually check out what awards SpongeBob has won and the stuff it's been nominated for. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little video about this. So right now, we're looking at Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Animated Program. Because I think the Emmys, the stuff that SpongeBob gets nominated for has been very interesting. So the first time SpongeBob was nominated was in 2003 here. As you can see, New Student Starfish and Clams got nominated. They lost to The Simpsons 3 Gays of the Condo, which, from my memory, is an alright episode, but like, come on, man, Jurassic Bark? Jurassic Bark didn't win? Oh, and I think And She Was Gone is the episode of As Told by Ginger with the dead teacher or something. That was a really insensitive way to put it, but anyway, I also have a list on my other screen here of episodes that, like a timeline of SpongeBob episodes. So I think New Student Starfish and Clams are both good episodes, certainly. But let me remind you, so this is 2003, so this is a nomination for episodes that aired in 2002. Here's other episodes of SpongeBob that aired in 2002. Wet Painters, Krusty Krab training video, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 5, Chocolate with Nuts, Graveyard Shift, and a bunch of other episodes, but I think you get the point that what an odd episode to nominate for that one. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen the Simpsons episode in a while, so I can't really say, but yeah, this nomination, not the best. Now, I'm also going to state that I'm not entirely sure. I've read up on this, but I still don't really understand the whole award thing, like, who nominates this stuff, if it's the show itself, if it's Nickelodeon, if it's like an outside third party. I think the way it works is that anyone can nominate a show or an episode, but then basically the finalist nominations, the one you see on here, are chosen by the Academy or something. I don't know. I don't like award shows. I think they're all just completely garbage, and it's all about industry politics and who you know, and the people that run them are all such snobs, and I don't place much faith in them, but again, I thought it'd be fun to look at this. So, 2004, they were nominated as SpongeBob BC. So, 2003, other episodes that aired were not actually too many, come to think of it. Although, wait a minute. No, UGG was aired in 2004, so I guess this is like 2003 to 2004, probably within a year of the award ceremony, probably after the last one, so alright. Yeah, I mean, there doesn't seem like there's too many episodes that could have been like nominated too much in 2004. There wasn't that many that aired, only Plankton's Army, Missing Identity, UGG, Krabby Land, Camping Episode, SpongeBob Meets the Strangler, Pranks a Lot, and then in 2003... only Great Snail Race, Midlife Crustacean, Sponge Who Could Fly, Gary Takes a Bath, Born Again Crabs, I Had an Accent. So, I mean, I get why they nominated SpongeBob BC. I don't think it's the best of episodes, but it is definitely an ambitious episode. It is one that you would think that, the sort of snobs that run these things would maybe go a little nuts for. But, I mean, let's look at what it was up against. Samurai Jack, which, I mean, everyone loves Samurai Jack. The Sting from Futurama, another really good Futurama episode. The Way We Weren't, which is another Simpsons flashback episode, and those always do really well. Although, I think that's one of the retconning ones, which maybe is not the best. It's Christmas in Canada. Pretty good South Park episode, not the best. So yeah, I'm not surprised SpongeBob lost out here because I haven't watched Samurai Jack, but a lot of people really love it, and this sounds like an important episode. By the way, ignore this information over to the right. This is for... I think half-hour specials or something like that. Okay, so yeah, SpongeBob didn't win that one. 2005. Okay, so this one, I think this is probably, of the ones we're going to look at here, probably the best nominated, like pair here. Fear of a Krabby Patty. Definitely the best we've seen so far. Fear of a Krabby Patty and Shell of a Man. Two really solid episodes. But, unfortunately, it goes up against Future Drama, which is another, I think, one of the future episodes of The Simpsons, which I don't think this one is particularly good. Another Samurai Jack episode, a Family Guy episode that links on Wikipedia, so that means it must be some sort of special episode. Best Friends Forever, which, I'm going to say it's not the best episode of South Park by any stretch. It's the one where Kenny dies and, he's got to go fight in Heaven's Army because he was really good at a PSP game, and then Cartman and everyone fights over whether they should pull the plug on him or not. I mean, I guess out of this crop of episodes, I don't know. But I think that this SpongeBob probably maybe should have won this. Or of the ones we've seen, this is the best chance it had, and it didn't win here. But you'll see the problem with this is that, look, the SpongeBob is the only show that's two 11-minute segments, and it's the only one that's well, not the only one that's pure comedy based, because you have Family Guy and you have The Simpsons, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird to compare SpongeBob to shows that are much more adult, because this is part of the problem with the way the industry sees animation, because it's like it sees it as its own category, and it's like, yes, animation is a category in terms of live action, but it's like, would you have a category that's just live action? No, you'd have a category that's comedy, a category that's drama, a category that's reality. You wouldn't lump all live action shows together, so why lump all cartoons together? uh, anyway, in 2006, SpongeBob's not on here, but weirdly, Camp Lazlo and Foster's got on here. Fair enough. 2007, SpongeBob got nominated for Bummer Vacation and Wigstruck. And again, this is the problem in that it has to pair up the two 11-minute episodes. Bummer Vacation is a pretty good episode, but Wigstruck is certainly not. So let's see, if we're looking at 2006, 2007, I mean, we had Krusty Towers aired on April 1st. Dunces and Dragons aired in February. I don't know, Bummer Vacation is a pretty good episode that aired within that time, but like, if Krusty Towers fit into the time frame, then that one should have definitely been on there. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, okay, look at what it was up against. I don't know about Robot Chicken. I feel like it's weird to put Robot Chicken, which is just a series of short sketches, into this category. Again, the problem with anime, it's not even, it's a different kind of animation even. But it was up against the South Park episode Make Love Not Warcraft, which is like legitimately the best episode of South Park, or one of the top 5. It's like everyone loves this episode. It's a genuinely really good one. And Avatar, it's up against Avatar. How could you compare SpongeBob to Avatar? How do you compare that? And I'm not saying that Avatar is so much better than SpongeBob. I'm saying that they're such different shows. Like, ugh. I know this is turning into like a rant on the whole award system, but I just thought it would be interesting to point that out. So, okay, so next up we have for 2008. So, oh yeah, Eternal Moonshine of the Simpsons Mind. This is one of the best like modern Simpsons episode. If you can call something from 2008 modern. I've never even heard of this show. King of the Hill was still going. We got Robot Chicken on here again, and Inmates of Summer is not great, but The Two Faces of Squidward is a pretty good one to be nominated. But again, it loses because, like, I feel like the type of people that run these things are going to be snobbier, and the more artistic episode is definitely Eternal Moonshine of the Simpsons Mind. So at this point, they did come up with a different category here for animation. They have award for short format animation, which makes more sense for shows like SpongeBob, because, like, you can't really compare an 11-minute, like, super comedic, SpongeBob episode with an episode of Avatar or Samurai Jack or something. 2008, 2009. This one's funny. Dear Vikings was nominated, and the only other thing that was nominated is Phineas and Ferb, The Monster of Phineas and Ferbenstein. I've never seen that episode. And neither of them won because neither of them received the necessary 50% support. I don't entirely know what this means, but like, just the fact that Dear Vikings was such a bad choice to be nominated that like nothing could even win in that year. That's funny to me. Okay, so then I believe there's one more on here for SpongeBob. Yes. Oh, yes. Here's a wonderful one. That Sinking Feeling was nominated. How on earth? Who looked at That Sinking Feeling and thought it was worthy of an award? I want to know that genuinely. Like, look, if you like That Sinking Feeling, that's totally fine, but like, would you consider it to be like top tier SpongeBob episode so good that it deserves an award? Who would think that? I don't understand. Let me see what other episodes aired within that time. I mean, I know we were in a dark age of the show in seasons 6 and 7, but like, there's got to be better things you could have nominated. 2010 to 2011. I mean, there's the Bad Guy Club for Villains. Karate Star is a better episode. Let's see. The Hot Shot aired in 2011. Perfect Chemistry. There's not a lot of like amazing episodes in that time period, but there's still better ones that at least are a little more ambitious than that crap. Anyway, Prep and Landing. I don't know, this short. I think it was a spinoff of a Christmas TV movie or something. One. I don't know. I think it might be award biased to the big networks, but because hey, it came from the Nightosphere is a really good episode. Mordecai and the Rigby's is the episode that made me not want to watch regular shows. So if that tells you anything there. And then Robot Chicken is there again. So I think that is it in terms of SpongeBob. Oh, wait, nope. Sorry. One more. One more. How could I forget? Wait, what? Hang on a second here. Ugh. Robot Chicken, and again, this is the problem with these categories, with shoving animation into one category. Where Robot Chicken one, look, Robot Chicken's a perfectly funny show, but like Adventure Time, The Hall of Egress is a really interesting episode of Adventure Time. The Powerpuff Girls shouldn't be on here, because this is the new one. Company Picnic. Why nominate Company Picnic? Of all the season 9 episodes, nominate Sold, nominate Bulletin Board, nominate Sharks vs. Pods. Anything but like, well, not anything but that, because there's other bad choices. But just, how about Pull Up a Barrel? That's different from what their usual episodes are like. And then Steven Universe The Answer didn't beat out Robot Chicken. So just to sum it all up here, in terms of the Primetime Emmy Awards, SpongeBob has never won in the three categories. It was nominated for Outstanding Children Program in 2002 and didn't win. I'll have to look and see what actually won that year in a minute. But like, look at this. Look at the stuff they nominate. Again, these episodes are good, but not the best. Ugh, artsy, sure, but and it may be the best choice to be nominated, the best, most likely to win with the way the awards are, but still not the best episode. Fear of a Krabby Patty, Shell of a Man, they actually did put a good foot forward that year. Barn Vacation and Wigstruck, again, decent, but like the fact that it's tied to Wigstruck, SpongeBob episode, and again, Two Faces of Squidward's pretty, like, a really good nomination, but it's tied to The Inmates of Summer, which, all right. And then we have just so, I don't know, in the past few ones that they've been nominated for, someone's just lost the plot here, because they seem to nominate some of the worst episodes in those seasons. Let's see what it lost to in 2002. So this is weird. Apparently this whole genre mess up thing is not exclusive to animation. It also counts for the children's programming here, because look at this. Look at what was nominated this year. In 2002, Nick News, which, like, okay, a piece on kids of Afghanistan. Then you have The Making of a Charlie Brown Christmas, another Nick News with Linda Ellerbee, Rugrats All Growed Up, which, by the way, is like one of the most watched things in Nickelodeon history ever, and SpongeBob. No wonder why SpongeBob lost, because you have, I mean, like, what are you gonna pick SpongeBob over like a hard-hitting piece about the kids of Afghanistan a year after 9/11? Like, man, how could you compare this stuff? That's so bizarre. And why wasn't SpongeBob ever nominated again? I don't understand. Well, I mean, there's Kermit's Swamp Years. What even is this category? Outstanding Children's Program. Sheesh. Oh God. Kids with AIDS and Nick News. Man. Yeah, and look how many times, like, Nick News with Linda Ellerbee tends to win. Okay, what? Again, this is turning into just a rant against whole award shows, but like, what kind of madman would put hard-hitting, like, news pieces intended for children in the same category as, like, High School Musical? Like, what? Okay, sure. Let's move on. So, SpongeBob has never won a Primetime Emmy Award. But wait, there is apparently Daytime Emmy Awards. Ooh. A lot of these categories don't actually even have pages on Wikipedia, which probably says that they're not actually that important. So I can't really tell you what they ran against. Outstanding Direction in Animated Program, nominated in 2010, didn't win. Outstanding Special Class Animated Program, it actually did win. So that's the first time it won an Emmy in 2010. Outstanding Children's Animated Program. So this one does actually have a page here. And you'll see that it lost out to The Penguins of Madagascar. I mean, okay. The other nominees are Curious George, Kung Fu Panda, Peep in the Big Wide World, and Sid the Science Kid. So I'm not entirely sure what this category is about. Maybe it's for, like, young children or something. But no, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is on next year, so I don't know. I don't understand. But, yeah, didn't win that one. Outstanding Directing, nominated, didn't win. Outstanding Performer, Roger Bumpus as Squidward Tentacles, did not win. And that year, that one does also have one, and he lost out to a witch on the Garfield show. Okay, sure, why not? So I guess you could say that Squidward's Depression is not award-winning. In 2012 and 2013, they lost Outstanding Sound Editing Animation, but they did win it in 2014. So there you go. Of all of the Emmys, they won 2 daytime Emmys for Outstanding Special Class Animated Programming and Outstanding Sound Editing, which, I mean, hey, if SpongeBob's gonna win an award for anything, I'm definitely okay and in support of it winning for sound editing. It is kind of sad that they didn't win awards that much, like back when the really good seasons were airing, but I'm kind of happy that for all the bad things that they nominated, they didn't actually win. Because, I mean, look at this stuff. It doesn't really deserve to win for the most part. There's still plenty of other awards that SpongeBob has actually gotten and been nominated for, but we'll save those for another time. Let me know if you like this kind of video and would like to see more stuff like this in the future. PIEGUYRULZ, out.